And I'm hella young. They call me Zombie Ray.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is, in my opinion, the best pay-per-view that isn't getting enough promotion. We're talking about Jamel and Jamal Charlo fighting on September 26th. They're fighting Jason Rosario and Sergey Derevyanchenko. The pay-per-view, it has been announced that the pay-per-view, give me a second. My screen is acting up, which isn't uncommon, unfortunately. But the pay-per-view is going to be $74.95. Who you kidding? The pay-per-view is $75. All right. So I have a question. The question is, one, what are your thoughts? Well, I have a three-part question. One, what are your thoughts on the price of the pay-per-view? Two, do you feel like the pay-per-view is receiving good promotion? And the third part to the question is, how much do you think this pay-per-view is going to sell? So one, your thoughts on the price. Two, your thoughts on the promotion. And three, your guess, or educated guess, I should say, based on your knowledge of pay-per-views in the sport of boxing, how much this is going to sell. I'll start one off with G.
I don't want to be disrespectful when I say what I'm about to say.
Oh, God.
But again, this card is great. Shout out to the Dominican kid, Rosario. Shout out to the Rev. These guys are warriors for real. But let's just be real. Both parties, well, I think Rosario kind of speaks English. But both of these guys aren't really known like that, for one. They don't speak English, too. And the Charlos, they cool. They cool. You know what I mean? PBC has been doing good by them, promoting them. However, and no disrespect, Trill, but, yo, $75 to me should only be reserved for, like, heavyweights, and that's the top heavyweights.
I can't see it. I'm done.
I'm being honest.
I'm not recording
or the three-headed.
Don't set them off again.
Anybody else, like even Usyk, Lomachenko, none of these dudes should be charging $75 for their pay-per-view.
I'll let you handle that, Trill.
My fault. And Pacquiao. I almost forgot to add Pacquiao. I'll give Pacquiao that credit. But the Charlos don't deserve that. They haven't put in enough sweat, enough blood into this boxing career to garner $75 per pay-per-view. I don't believe that anyways. So to me, it's kind of like, I don't know, man. 75 is a lot. Me personally, I think they should be leaning towards the $50 range, but whatever. So my prediction for the pay-per-view sales, I'm going to say 150,000. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm being generous. No, think about this, Trill. They're not fighting guys.
Hey, I'm walking with you.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I got to walk with you.
I'm walking with you now.
Yeah.
At first, I was running away from you. Now I'm walking with you.
Both guys don't speak English. Both guys aren't really known like that amongst like casuals. You know what I mean? Like the Charlo brothers.
They got countries. Like that. They got countries.
Listen, think about this. If we made arguments in the past that Wilder's not necessarily even that known in the U.S., y'all think the Charlos are more known than Wilder?
You bringing Wilder into a segment about selling pay-per-views?
No, listen, I'm just being honest, man. If these brothers really think a $75 price tag makes sense for this pay-per-view, they sadly mistaken, bro, unless they anticipate low pay-per-view numbers. And if they anticipate low pay-per-view numbers, then it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, think about this. What was Earl Spence and Mikey? I think it was like around 300,000 that they sold. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you think about it, Earl's a champ. Mikey Garcia was a champ of the smaller weight classes and moved up to challenge Earl Spence. And even now, when they do like crazy numbers. So what make y'all think these Charlo brothers are going to do anything close to that? I don't think so. I'm being honest. I think it's going to be 150,000. That's how much they're going to sell, if that.
How much did Wilder sell in his paper?
I don't remember.
With,
I don't remember.
Ortiz?
Or whatever Wilder did, cut that in half for the Charlo brothers. For real. Hey, yo, no disrespect to the Charlo brothers, man. Yo, listen, do what y'all do. Continue to keep doing what y'all do. But let's not play ourselves. Y'all not anywhere near Wilder status. Y'all not anywhere even near Earl Spence status. They not. I promise y'all this. Yo, man, I should make a friendly bet with all y'all about these. This is gonna be the first time I'm right.
What does friendly bet mean? Does that mean like a free bet? Because I'm not interested.
Listen. It could be $5. It could be something like. Because normally I'll be way off with my pay-per-view number predictions. Listen, I might be right and exact this time. This go around, I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? 150,000. Boom.
All right, Trill Dollar Bill, man. What do you have to say?
About the price?
You remember the questions?
Oh, the price, right?
The price, your thoughts on the promotion, and how much you think it's going to sell.
Promotion sucked. Let's just get that out the way. As far as the price goes, they got Casemiro. He's fighting. He's defending his WBO bantamweight belt. You got Brandon Figueroa, who's also fighting. You got Daniel Roman, who is also fighting. You got Luis Neri, who's going to be able to fight for the vacant WBC featherweight belt, junior featherweight belt. Who else is on that card? And then you got two Charlos. Not one Charlo. You get two Charlos. Still too much money.
I thought you were going to say, this is great. $75 is great.
It's a great card for Showtime. Like, if this was on Showtime, I'll be losing my mind right now. Like, Showtime done did it again, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'll be going crazy, all the Hennessy on me. But since they charging us $75, and there are some little men, G.
Name them. I guarantee you.
There's some little men with the right fights that can bring them out. If you put a Lomachenko in there with a right fighter, you put a Ryan Garcia in with the right fighter, maybe them two together, two countries, big, will be big. Maybe these guys, I think that these guys can get it. There's other little guys down there that can make some money too.
Lomachenko.
You know what I'm
saying? He's also including welterweight in the 75.
Oh, and I didn't even want to mention that. I thought he was being silly, so I didn't even want to mention all the fights going on, because look, they could definitely charge for this Earl and Danny fight. They could charge that. They could charge Earl versus TC $100. You know what I'm saying? They could charge Teofimo Lopez and with Lomachenko with all the great promotion that ESPN has been doing. PPV, take notes. All this great promotion ESPN been doing, they can even charge.
But they doing it for free though.
But they can charge. They looked at it like this. Listen, why not corner the market? Why not get all these ads? Let's get this ad money.
Sure, that's what they could charge. $19.99 for Lomachenko versus
all the best for me. Watching that Top Rank has been put on ESPN. They owe us this.
Again, yo, I don't mean no disrespect, because honestly, the welterweight division, they could do it based upon, there's certain fights that could garner some good pay-per-view numbers. But again, bro, we talking about the Charlos against two guys that don't.
Exactly. That's where I'm giving it to you, G. I agree. Derevyanchenko, he's not known. He's known to diehard boxing fans who really watched that Triple G and Derevyanchenko fight and thought that Derevyanchenko won that fight, right? That's the only people that is going to appeal to the Charlo fighting him. The Rosario, nobody watched that J-Rock and him fight.
He punished J-Rock. You know what I'm saying?
He punished J-Rock. But nobody watched that fight, just us and diehard boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? So
we gotta replay that fight.
So the Charlo going against him is not gonna get the public interest, and they're not just gonna come out for these guys who has left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths with their actions and the way that they conduct themselves. They even say when I go on my rants, I'm like Charlos when they're angry. You know what I'm saying? So hey, listen, it's the I heard you, Ned. Don't
go Charlo. Don't go Charlo.
Hold on, How much was the Maidana versus Broner fight? Was that 50 or was that 75?
I think that was probably like 60.
Madonna versus who?
Broner?
How much was that?
Was that pay-per-view? I don't remember that being pay-per-view. That was
No, that wasn't actually. That wasn't even pay-per-view.
That wasn't pay-per-view.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a way more exciting fight than
Exactly.
Broner was on a come up, man. Like,
And it was the time. That was when he was Mr. Showtime.
Yeah, he was like, he was supposed to, well.
Hey, he got paid.
And remember,
he got paid pay-per-view money.
The winner of that fight became a pay-per-view fighter. Madonna won that fight, and then he fought on pay-per-view. But it wasn't until after that fight.
Oh, yeah, and I also like to add, I forgot to say this. Yo, Rosario and the Rev, these are difficult fights. It's not like it's a guaranteed victory for either Charlo brother.
Definitely.
But because, and this is why, to me, it's like a gift and a curse when it comes to the boxing business. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Like, the Charlos, this might blow up in their face. What happens if both Charlos lose? What happens if they both lose and they only sell 150,000?
Yo, G, I'm with you on that. We seen what happened the last time that they was put on the card together. They both look horrible.
Mm-hmm.
The brother that lost, you know what I'm saying, to me, won, and the brother who actually won, to me, lost. You know what I'm saying? So, we don't know. The last time he was on the same card. Yeah. Yeah. The last time they was on the same card, it didn't go too well. So I'm with you. We don't know what's gonna happen.
I honestly hope I'm wrong. I really do. I want to come back by, yo, fellas, here's y'all $5. I'm cash at all y'all $5. I want to be wrong.
They didn't sell less than the Snitch did that came out. Who's the rapper that was telling on everybody he only sold 40-something thousand copies?
Yeah, Tekashi.
Yeah.
They gonna flop like that?
Yo,
they gonna
flop like
listen,
that. Damn.
You don't even hear about this fight in the barbershops. You know it's bad when you don't hear about the fight.
Honestly, I think I only hear it on the Boxing Bros. You know
That's
it. Other boxing channels don't even talk about this fight. You know what I mean?
Nobody's talking about it. You know what I'm saying? The Lomachenko had an interview and he didn't even mention the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, Ned.
Man, listen, I'm not even too hyped up about this fight, to be honest. Like, how many pay-per-view fights have the Charlos had? I think this is their first one, if I'm not mistaken. Tony Harris, Charlo, yo, Tony, whatever, the Harrison 2, Charlo Harrison 2, but that was on Fox. When they both fought at the Barclays, that was on Fox. Like, I don't even know, man. Like, this is just $75 for you. I'm not correct. I don't know if this is their first pay-per-view fight, but $75, that's a little too high and nobody knows about it. I just checked their IG. They ain't no promotion on there about that fight. There's no flyers, nothing going on. IG. Yes, on their own IG. There's no flyers.
They ain't even promoting the fight.
This is crazy.
They ain't promoting the fight, man. So, like, it's crazy to charge that much. They're looking to, they want to upset themselves with these numbers. Because, and is it going to be at the Barclays again? So, let's see. It's no ticket sales. I'm not too high. Probably 80,000.
No ticket sales.
80,000.
You say 80,000?
80,000.
They're going to make $750 off of this fight. Only 100 people know that this fight is on.
Oh, man.
And we going to watch it.
Yo, you know what's funny? Saving grace might be the bootlegs. Because, you know, like when Wilder fights, be like, yo, 2 whatever million people done bootleg. I hope this happens for the Charlos. At least they could lean on something. Be like, yo, everybody bootleg this, yo, but like 2 million people seen us. Like, I hope they got something because, bruh, it's bad. You know what I mean? You know what, Ned?
They gonna
because I'm like, maybe
tell their family to buy it twice. They're gonna tell their family to buy the fight twice to support both of them, man.
Listen, they're gonna need the whole H-Town to come out and buy that fight. Maybe that's what they only banking on. That maybe they just promoted in the H-Town. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. H-Town stand up. It's the only ones that's gonna be fight.
It's sad to hear you guys say that because that's what I fear. Personally, it's $75 too high. I fear, for me it's not, but only because I'm diehard. So I recognize Lomachenko's a good fighter. I watched his last fight with Triple G. I felt like he won the fight with Triple G. I know most of my panelists feel the same way, if not all of them feel the same way. I watched Jason Rosario just beat the brakes off Julian J. Rock Williams. However, as Trill pointed out, I don't know how many casual boxing fans saw that. Here you have the Charlos taking on two legitimate opponents and two opponents that I believe are the best fighters that they would have ever faced in their careers. So for me, it's worth $75 as a diehard boxing fan. However, it's not me you need to attract to buy this pay-per-view. It's not Trill, it's not G, maybe Ned. But we would buy it because we're diehards. But the casual, will the casual buy this? And so I think what the problem they're going to have is selling this fight to the casual, especially with the lack of promotion. And G said it, Trill said it. I haven't seen this enough places. I've been watching all the sporting events that are taking place. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them being interviewed on major platforms. I haven't seen them showing up to get their name out there. So I think the $75 is going to be too high for the casual boxing fan. The promotion, like I said, I don't think the promotion has been good. I saw they got that little all access 24/7 thing they had on Showtime, and it wasn't as good. And really, you can't. That's why they need more, because you can't really sell the Charlos to the public. Like, we already seen the money, car, stick. We seen all that. We don't want to see that. We want to see, like, who are you as a person? That's what we want to know. Who are you? And we don't get that from them. And so my prediction, I think, unfortunately, the fight will sell under 150,000 pay-per-view buys. But the fight should sell over 350 because it's that good. But I just don't think the promotion, the casual, everything, I don't think it's going to sell over 350,000. I mean, over 150,000.
Leaning more towards 150,000 or 80,000.
Bro, to me, those are the marks. They'll sell 80,000. They'll say it's sold.
Hey, I said 50,000, maybe 40.
But there's one thing I want to address, G. We came at the little guys. I, for one, am not a big fan of the little guys. I've always told this to Trill. However, I must admit this. I am looking forward to Lomachenko versus Lopez. I think that is a great fight. That's a fight that should be undisputed. However, we all know what happened. Lomachenko was elevated to franchise champion. Devin Haney received the WBC title via email. But that fight really should be for undisputed. So you have these guys fighting, and it's going to be on ESPN. But make no gripes about it. That fight could be a pay-per-view fight. And if they put that fight at $75 a wop, I do think that fight would have sold at least 350,000. Easy. When you factor in that, bro, what do you mean no?
Yeah.
Earl Spence Jr. and Mikey Garcia did 350,000.
Yeah, but let's all right. Teofimo ain't a Mikey Garcia. Remember, Mikey Garcia dominated the lightweight division. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so remember, he moved up just to challenge Earl Spence, who people argued was like, the guy that could take out Floyd Mayweather. It's a lot different versus a Teofimo Lopez who didn't really do much. You get what I'm saying? Loma is that dude.
But he came through like tornadoes do. I don't mean to cut you off. he didn't do much, but he came through like tornadoes do. And the force that he came through, he built up a certain excitement that had people, not only people from his native country of Honduras, I believe it is. He has people from Puerto Rico. He has the Mexican people going crazy. People in the UK are talking about him. People here in the States is talking about him. People are just talking about this guy, even casuals, talking about how exciting that this guy is. Because not only has Wilder gets love on YouTube for his knockouts, Teofimo Lopez has been getting nothing but love for his knockouts. And he has sensational knockouts. Not even the Richie Kume, the ones before that. You know what I'm saying? Not only the Richie Coleman, the ones before that, he was just knocking people out. And then his Fortnite dances, he was going viral for doing dances after his knockout. And then Lomachenko, let's not go there with Lomachenko. I didn't even want to talk about Lomachenko. I just watched the whole documentary on Russian dance school. And I just was found like they was stretching kids out and making their body. Man, a lot of respect go out to Lomachenko. Man, those dance schools rough.
Hold on, yeah. Hold on.
I think, G, you're seriously underestimating the star power of Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko has a following. Like Vasily Lomachenko has a huge following. Even when we were doing the how good are these fighters and we were rating them, Lomachenko was the highest watched little guy. And remember this, I guarantee you if we did Mikey Garcia, Lomachenko still would have got more views than Mikey Garcia. And he got more views than Earl Spence Jr. Vasily Lomachenko is a bigger star than Earl Spence Jr. and Mikey Garcia. 1. 2, like Trill pointed out, Teofimo Lopez is big. He captures the imagination of the boxing public. He knocks people out. He does the Fortnite dances. He does backflips in the ring. People like him. He has the charisma. He talks the talk. And he was just on our first tape, Teofimo Lopez talking about the fight with Vasily Lomachenko. This is a fight that we all realize has two of the most skilled fighters in boxing that are going to take. It's going to take place, and it's going to take place on regular TV. But if this fight was on pay-per-view, I do believe that it would have sold around 350 or even more. And that's because you look at the intrigue in the US, the UK. I know Honduras is going to show out. I know Ukraine is going to show out. I know that this globally people are interested in this fight. And these are two little
why did they make it a pay-per-view fight?
I don't know. Hey, that's up to Bob. Maybe he's cashing in on commercials.
No, they
may try to be like the Super Bowl. I don't know. He's treating it like the Super Bowl. His mind.
No, I genuinely think that the fights he's been putting on regular ESPN have been so bad and haven't been doing the numbers that like ESPN's like, bro, you're not delivering on what you promised. So I think he's like, I'm going to give them this fight.
I'm going to feed the block.
Yeah, I'm going to feed the beast and I'll just take advertisement money. That's what I think. So, but for you to say like this fight, and it's not just that fight.
The advertisement money going to be crazy for this fight.
Yeah. And imagine this. You got Ryan Garcia fighting Luke Campbell, which is a big fight. Ryan Garcia wins. Ryan Garcia versus the winner of Teofimo Lopez, Vasily Lomachenko, $75. Easy. Devin Haney, if he gets Gary Russell in the ring, and $75. Easy. And that's just talking about the little guys that have the star power.
All right. Listen, maybe I misspoke because what I'm saying is
anyway, goes for undisputed.
They're building their profile. The Charlos aren't building their profile. Like, remember, even when I was like, yo, listen, right now, I was like, I can see an Earl Spence charging that. I can see a Pacquiao charging that. You know what I mean? Why? Because these guys have built their profiles where people are like, yo, I need to see these guys fight. Because when they fight, it's electrifying. You know what I mean? The Charlos, who have they fought? You know what I'm saying? Like, they cannot carry $75.
Yo, it just hit me.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt you. It just hit me why this fight's on regular TV. Bob Arum promotes Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. The world's going to watch this for free. The winner of this fight is guaranteed to be a pay-per-view star after. That's why. That's why this fight's on regular TV.
Yo,
I got that.
I've been doing my research. I don't even think this fight's gonna break 50K, man. The fight's in 2 weeks. Listen, the fight's in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Hold on, it's in 2 weeks?
Yeah,
That came out of nowhere.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're gonna do bad rap numbers.
Dude, they go a little short though.
Terrible.
40K, I think, at one point.
Man, I looked at Showtime Boxing. They pushing the fight, but they're getting like most 5,000 likes on a promo picture.
Yo, I'm being honest.
They bought some of those.
Al messed up, bro. Al messed up. This don't sound like some emotion right here. I don't know. You know what, yo, Ned?
Somebody pissed somebody
off. Down to 80. I'm going to 80,000 with Ned. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
dude, I need to come down to 50,000 with Trill.
I'm thinking I'm joining Trill.
I'm promotional budget. Now, I'm desperate like the Wilder fans. I want this pay-per-view to sell so badly. I want it to do well because I want to encourage these fighters to take the risk of taking good challenges and being rewarded. But I just fear that this isn't gonna do well because the promotion's bad.
Charlo ain't never gonna get the Canelo fight now. Yeah, leave, man.
Please let us know what you think. Please let us know what you think about this matter, man. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. I'm Trill Dollar Bill. That's Caden. That's the TBE. And that's G right there. We are the Boxing Bros. Yo, Charlo, at least you promote the fight on your page. That's free promotion, at least.
Catch me creeping down the dark street. This is where me and the zombies meet. Guarantee we all gonna eat. It's Zombie Ray again with HD. I'm a zombie in the night, you better run from me. Zombie Ray in the house, you better run, homie. Brought a mask and some gloves with some thugs with me. I came to do damage, you wanna purge with me. Super Saiyan zombie, I'll be